evening, Weeb Sports listeners. I am your host, Brian Colangelo's Burner Accounts, and tonight I'm going to be replacing my face with the CGI face from Tron Legacy. I'm here with Evan.
Do you mean like the scene where he turns his face and half of it's cut off?
You mean like the whole time when that character's on screen, it's a CGI face. That's what I mean.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I don't necessarily know much about the characters. I just watched Corridor Crew on YouTube and they just made fun of it. So I was like, oh, that's going to be my joke on the intro.
Probably young Jeff Bridges.
I don't think it's young Jeff, but they replaced a dude's face with CGI for all the time he's on screen. I mean, it's noticeable the one time when he turns his head, but it's the whole time he's on screen, it's CGI.
Because he's the only person it could be, because everyone else is just played by people.
All right, well, yeah, then it's him. And I'm also joined by Sarah.
Hello.
And once again, to finish off, hopefully, a reading of My Immortal this week.
My Immortal's done this week. I don't give a fuck.
All right, we're going to marathon this bitch.
If we don't get through it tonight, just sorry, kids.
Well, all right, so then to finish off My Immortal, once again, we have Grumio.
Happy holidays, 2 months late.
All right.
I'm sorry. My prod isn't cleaner along with my fuck you flip-flops. Like, you've been texting me about this. You're like, when are we gonna record? And like, it's a good question. You weren't like nagging me or anything, because we should have had this episode out 2 weeks ago. At this point, it's gonna have been a month since our last episode. So, sorry. Shit happens. I uploaded a YouTube video and school started again. And life is hell.
Yo, go watch that YouTube video, Evan. I know Evan's gonna link it in the description. Shit's quality, and his audio quality somehow sounds significantly better than it does. Well, now I know why it sounds better.
Because it's not going through Craig. Otherwise, the exact same setup I'm using now, except I'm sitting in a chair right now and I recorded standing up. But
You recorded standing up?
Yeah, I talk with my hands. You know that.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I purposefully try and mix up this recording by not talking with my hands at all, mostly because the first time I tried to record while talking with my hands, I hit the microphone like 4 times, so I don't want to do that anymore. All right, we come back now. We are at chapter 39 of My Immortal, and this is where things get interesting, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Evan knows the lore. I'd like to ask him to explain what's going on here.
Yeah, so My Immortal, right? Piece of shit. I hate this so much. At this point in the story, Tara's account gets hacked, right? So her account gets hacked, and the hacker just adds in chapters. We're going to treat them as canon because they're here, but they're written in like actual correct English grammar, which is a fucking miracle.
Prose, even.
I feel like if Dante stumbled through all the layers of hell and there was a Starbucks in between floors 6 and 7.
All right. Well, yeah, we're going to get into this here. Now, chapter 39, I am a trolling genius. Lols. Disclaimer. I do not own the Harry Potter series, and I am not the real XXX Bloody Wrist 66. Oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot how fucking long the username is. 666 XXX.
Author's note. I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl, I know. Out of boredom, I cracked this girl's passy for fun, and it took less than 8 minutes to do it, too. And will probably get in a shitload of trouble, which I deserve, because I'm being a troll right now. And I present to you my crappy part in this story, and take note, I haven't even finished reading this fic yet. But instead, skip over to skim chapter 38. Flame, laugh, do whatever you want. Preps.
This is where I get to read. I'm not. Oh Jesus, I'm not doing that voice.
No, you're not doing that.
I was gonna change voices.
You do that voice. I will replace you with an AI.
I, the American retail wearing British.
I'll get the fucking the British man. It's like,
oh God, no, 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 no. Please no, dear God, no. Anything but that. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Do you not like that voice in particular?
Fuck that voice.
Why?
Because fuck it.
No, we're gonna keep the voice like normal voice because I think it accentuates how weirdly normal this is. All right. I, the American retail wearing British vampire Sue, coughed up blood. Satan kneeled down beside me. Grumio, will have you do Satan.
No, don't die.
I gave him a rueful smile. I'm sorry. It's something I had to do to fulfill my duty as the noble Gothic Mary Sue. I'm doing that voice for Ebony. I feel like it fits better for the dialogue she writes for her. Satan sobbed.
I love you, Ebony.
I love you too. I'll see you in hell, I mumbled, already finding my surroundings fading to black. Bloody Mary Smith suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason.
Holy shit, did they just pull a fucking Divergent and kill the main character?
I
Fuck
fucking
yes.
hope so.
Let's go! Woo!
The work is done. She frowned when she realized the room was oddly quiet, but at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body, she screamed. Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers, Dumbledore, McGoogle, and every single gothic person she could think of. Suddenly, a glow started to surround the body of Ebony. Everyone stared in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then, to everyone's shock, it started to incinerate. When everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try and rescue the body, but it was too late. The Sioux became nothing more than a pile of ashes. A round resounding of everyone bellowing. I'm gonna need all three of you to yell here.
No!
Filled the room. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies.
Author's note. I will refuse to explain how the hell that happened.
And in their place, clothes the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their body. She's fed up. Whoever this fucking ghostwriter is just as pissed as the rest of us. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free from the gothic power, everybody cheered. Everyone started singing, "Ding dong, the Sioux is dead." Well, that is, until all the Harry Potter characters realized the true implications of becoming more canon-like again. Are we implying they became self-aware here? And they're like, we're in a fucking book series.
No, shut up. Listen. You know how like a couple episodes ago I joked how like Ebony was manipulating reality to make this all happen? You know, she's just like Dr. Manhattaning her way, and like I was right.
All the characters who were supposed to be dead fell to the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort started dueling. On the left side of the two, the battle of the light side and the dark side were reaching a climax. And, because the replacement author also likes to screw around with canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married. Ah, God, this new one's a fucking Hermione person?
Bruh.
Oh, no. Oh, no, come on. We had so much faith in you, and you ruined it.
You had a good thing going, bitch.
You had a good thing going for like 2 paragraphs, and you fucking ruined it by being a Hermione person. Meanwhile, down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear because of her current situation. A situation that would live on for all eternity, or at least until the end of fanfiction time. She lost it all, but she knew she had to remain strong. Nothing would ever break her down.
She grabbed the Praetor armor and her shotgun and prepared to kill every single demon she could lay her hands on. This is Doom.
This just turns into Doom. I'm down if this turns into Doom.
Yeah, honestly, I want to see Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway go full on John Wick. Like,
yes. Yes.
Oh, Draco. I'm Johnny Silverhand, Draco.
But I say, I was just gonna make the joke. Oh, Keanu's been in at least one worse thing.
I wanted Cyberpunk 2077 to be good so bad. Did you know that there's a point in The Witcher 3, right, where one of the companions, Ciri, is like, I saw a she's a psychic, right? I think. I don't know my Witcher entirely, but from what I'm gathering, she's a psychic. And she talks to Geralt and she's like, I saw a vision of the future. Men that fought long range with weapons that shot energy. Humans with metal limbs, then flying cars. And like in retrospect, that was supposed to be Cyberpunk, but because it's such a shittily designed game, like the flying cars just like were planned, but they were never actually put in the fucking game.
Oh damn. That's not good at all. Alright, I'm getting back into it. She looked down over her pale body and frowned. Where are my emo clothes? She asked herself in confusion. And then it occurred to her. For her shirt, she was wearing a bright pink polo with a little seagull on the right or left, I can't remember, side. Below that, she was wearing a denim miniskirt with the destroyed look on it. Paired underneath that skirt were leggings with a little moose at the bottom. And then Ebony realized on her shoulder, she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it that said, "Live your life," written all over the bag. Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here she was decked out in clothes, prepped to the extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie & Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister. Holy fuck, based.
As the kids say, based out of goddamn space. What?
At least this hacker has the common decency to keep up the tradition of lengthy outfits.
Oh, yes. Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it, there was another Hollister polo underneath. Ebony frowned and looked under her shirt. All she saw was a bra underneath. Dare I point out, it's from the Airy line, available at American Eagle. Buy now and you can earn 20% off. That's what that sounded like.
Airy is good. I would recommend. It's nice.
Don't have boobs, but well,
I'm just gonna say, for me, it's have boobs. That's the problem.
To go get some women's clothes.
No, I don't look. No, they don't. I don't look good in clothes that are form fitting. And for some reason, every woman's piece of clothing is like made for a light.
they make
post.
dresses. I'd try a dress.
I'm not wearing a dress. I got Italian legs, dog.
The fuck do you mean you got Italian legs?
Italians got fucking hairy legs, dude. You lived with me.
So do
You should know
I, dude.
this.
My legs are literally different colors. That's not stopping me.
And to say, I'm like, when was the last time you wore a dress?
Never.
Exactly.
But I'm willing to learn.
I'm gonna call you Italian legs from now on.
I just realized the different colors things doesn't make it. So my right leg is a darker skin tone than the rest of my body from the knee down. It just like
Why?
you know how everyone has a birthmark? Well, actually, some of
Your
it's
birthmark is your entire
from
leg.
the knee down. Yes, different color. Darker.
That's
And
whack.
actually, it
Oh.
spreads up. Like there's a little patch of it on my neck, so like you can kind of see it when I wear t-shirts. My neck is like
alright.
one of the sides of my neck is a little bit darker, and my entire right leg from the knee down.
I think you told me about that every year at band camp.
It's like the only interesting thing I have, bud.
Hey, now you have an entire 40-minute
Yeah.
video essay.
You know, interesting things.
Link in description.
Leg weird color. 48-minute long video on the Legend of Korra. Have you all watched
Podcast where we read terrible fan fiction.
very slowly.
Should go watch his video. Link in description.
it?
He's gonna plug the video. I expect royalties for this.
You will not be getting them.
Fuck. I'm not linking it in the description. I'm not linking it on the YouTube video. Not linking. No, I'm playing.
Well,
of course, I'm.
You don't link it in the video in its entirety for the last episode. Do you read the descriptions?
Yes, I read the descriptions.
And you left in the part where it said make these hyperlinks?
Normally, YouTube does it, and also, yeah, I must have just accidentally copied it. For, like,
Regardless.
all right. Ebony tried to remove the shirt again, but to her frustration, there was yet another polo to replace it. Cut off one head. This is unlogical and does not make any sense, Ebony bellowed out into the air. She failed to see the irony in her statement, how hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black. Ebony painted her wrists and mumbled to herself, "Oh my god." All right, Evan, you've got author's notes to read here.
Oh, yeah. If you want to see the original content of this chick had planned for this chapter, I accessed it through the document manager thingy, which I copied and pasted, so you can read it here. God fucking damn it.
I thought we escaped. I thought this was a portal to a better
God damn
world.
Fuck.
God fucking damn it.
Fuck it, power level, just go. Start reading. Shut the fuck up, preps. Get to life. You suck. Oh, and from now on, I'll be on vacation in England until like August, so I won't be able to update for a fucking while. Lol fangs. Everyone. God, you're adopted. You, fuck you. MCR rule 666.
I woke up in Denorse's office. On a special gothic coffin, Hairgrid was into bed opposite me, in a coma, because Vampire and Draco had bed him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. "Oh, my Satan, what happened?" I screamed. Suddenly, Volksamort came. He looked less mean than usual. "Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard!" I yielded. Evan, you can take...
Thou hast not killed vampire yet.
He said angrily. Suddenly, he started to cry tears of blood, all selective. "Volksamort, oh my fucking god, what's wrong?" I asked. Suddenly, Lucian, Professor Sinister, and Sirius came. Bloody Mary and Vampire were with them. Everyone was holding black boxes. Volksamort disappeared. Sarah, you can take Vampire.
Okie dokie. OMF, Ebony, you're alive.
Screamed Vampire. I hugged him and Bloody Mary. "What the fuck happened?" I asked him. "Oh my Satan, am I like dead now?" I gasped. Grumio, you can take Sirius.
Edoby, you were almost shot.
Said Sirius.
But the ballet could not kill you, since you were form another time.
You can also do Lucian. You're Grumio.
I don't have anything unique, so I'll just go with the classic. But fangs anyway.
Said Lucian, holding Oot his arm.
I gasped. He had 2 arms.
Oh my god, I can't believe Vampire's dad shot you.
I gasped.
Evan, give me James.
Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by a snapback.
Yo, that's some next level shit. Possess yourself, dog.
That's like the thing. We strapped my homie into an Oculus Rift and gave him a drone and made him live in third person.
Man's possessed himself, absolute beast.
Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by a snap back then.
Said James.
Yeah, he was a spy.
Sirius said sadly.
Was really a death dealer. Oh, let me see. And he was such a fucking poser, too.
Said Lucian.
He didn't even really know who GC were until I told him.
Well, anyway, everyone started to give me presents. I was opening a black box with red 666s. There was a DVD of Corpse Bride on it when I gasped. Mr. Norris looked up angrily because he hated goths.
Has anyone fucking seen Draco?
I asked gothically.
Sarah, you got Professor Trevor.
No, Draco told me he would be watching Hose of Wax.
Said Professor Trevor.
He doesn't know that you're better. Anyway, the Norse said you could get up. Come on.
I got up suicidally. Lucian, Sirius, and Professor Sinister left. I was wearing a black leather night gun.
I was wearing a night gun.
That's like Rob Liefeld's Bat Family contribution back in the 90s. Night gun.
Night gun.
Yeah.
Under that, I had on a sexy black leather bra trimmed with black lace, a matching thong that said Gothic Girl on the butt, and sexy fishnets that kind hooked onto my thong. If you don't get the idea, massage me and I'll tell you. I put on a black fishnet top under a black MCR shirt, a black leather mini with black lace and Congress shoes. I left the hospital wings of Bloody Mary, Willow, and Vampire.
Sarah, give me Willow.
OMFG, let's celebrate.
Gasped Willow.
Grumio, give me Vampire.
We could go see Hose of Wax with Draco.
Giggled Vampire.
Evan, give me Hermione. Wow, Hermione.
Let's go listen to GC and paint ourselves 666.
Did she say 666 out loud?
It was either that or the Hello Mario voice.
We opened a common room, sexily, and then I gasped. Draco was there doing it with Snap. He was wearing a black t-shirt with 666 on the front and baggy jeans.
You fucking prep!
He all yielded angrily.
Yeah, you betrayed us.
Shooted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun.
We'll have Sarah do Draco.
No, you don't understand.
Screamed Draco sadly as he took his thingy out of snakes.
Alright, Sarah, you also are Willow.
Willow, okay. No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard.
Said Willow, trying to attack him.
You rock, girl.
I ran suicidally to my room as I textily took a stake out.
Enobi, no.
Screamed Draco, but it was too late. I had painted my wrist with it. Suddenly everything went black again.
And an author who will silently not reveal her identity because she's a coward, aka just a troll with rocks for brains. Chapter 40. LOL. Someone has taken my account over. The idiot's note. Well, might as well if the whole world see what the real Tara wanted to show us. Have a nice day. Idiot's note. I know. Terrible. But then again, this wouldn't be called the worst fanfic ever if not for the fact that the terrible writing standards meets the level of a day-old fetus. Jesus fuck. To everyone who keep flaming this gets life, I bet you probably aren't just a hero Gerard way, you're probably all preps and posers. Anyway, some hacked into my account in November and they put up my last chapter, but now there's a new one. I'm sorry for not updating in a while, but I've been really busy. I'm trying to finish the story before the new movie comes out. I'm going on vacation in Mons, and I won't be back until about 2 weeks. OMFG Draco is so hot in all the pics for the new move. I wanted them to put a cameo by Gerard away, because he'll play Draco. If you flame, I'll paint my wrists. Raven, you rock, girl. Have fun in England.
When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around I was wearing the same outfit I had when I performed with X Black X Tier X. I looked around confusedly. It was the Norse's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a pic of Marilyn Manson. There was also a gothic black Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes. On it, it said 1980.
Oh, it's Everyday Chemistry.
Oh, of course there's a.
That's the Everyday Chemistry album. No, it's not. Evan, do you know Everyday Chemistry?
No.
Do we have time for me to like tangentialize about? I should have like grilled. I might have been able to get on Everyday Chemistry. Everyday Chemistry was okay. So this is wild, and I'm going to sound like a crazy person because it sounds like I'm crazy, right? So Everyday Chemistry is a cassette tape that is ostensibly a Beatles album called Everyday Chemistry from like 1980s, 70s. Let me see. Yeah, it's basically the Black Album, but kind of official. What it is, so Everyday Chemistry, this guy out in Arizona, right? He has this cassette tape that is the Everyday Chemistry album, and he claims that one day he was driving home from his job or whatever at night, and he pulled over to the side of the road because he just like needed to get out and like get some air or whatever, and he passed out on the side of the road, and he woke up in an apartment of this guy named Jonas, right? And this guy Jonas, who was like, "Hey, you're in a parallel universe. You want to hear this Beatles album that exists in this parallel universe?" And then he went back to his universe. Like, basically, this guy claims that it's a Beatles album from a parallel universe in which the Beatles never broke up. And I've listened to it. It's not bad. Like, it's a remix album using, like, samples from all of their solo careers. But, like, the guy says, like, no, it's not samples. Like, if they hadn't went in the parallel universe when they didn't break up, the ideas of their songs were still there.
And the exact recording techniques they used were still there.
Yeah. No, it actually doesn't sound like anything that actually exists. I've listened to it. It's very well cut. Like, people have gone on, like, there's a whole Wikipedia page about it, right? And you have to really kind of dig to listen to some of the samples. I wouldn't say the story passes as believable because it's fucking ridiculous, but, you know, could be worse.
All right, we got 3 more chapters to read. I'm gonna get them done. Oh my fucking god! I'm back in Tim again.
I screamed loudly. Suddenly, Satan, Voldemort, was wearing a black leather Jackson, black tight jeans, and fishnet pants. He looked so sexy, I almost had an orgy.
Evan, give me Volk some more.
OMFG, Ebony, are you okay?
He asked gothically.
Yeah, I'm okay, for your information.
I snapped sexily.
Oh my god, am I dead?
Because I remembered I had jumped in front of the bullet from James' gun. I guessed that when I had painted my wrists, I had went back in time instead of dying. I know I could go forward in time if I found a time toner or the Tim machine.
No, you're not dead.
Satan reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexily and smoke came all over his face.
You're a vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. Come on now. Let's go chow Harry's dad is doing.
I knew that the real reason I didn't die from the bullet was because I was from the future.
What the fuck? James almost shot Lucius.
I said indigoily. I knew that James had really been possessed, but I didn't want him to know I knew.
Yeah, I know. But he had a headache and was under a lot of stress.
We got the headache motif back. Let's go. This is what you call narrative consistency, folks.
Satan reasoned evilly.
I guess that's okay.
I said because James hadn't really shot Lucian. Also, I know that Lucian would have got 2 arms instead of 1. I walked seductively outside with Satan. Suddenly, I saw a totally sexy gothic bi guy. He had bleached blonde hair with black streaks up to his ears, and he was wearing gothic black eyeliner, a black Green Day shirt. It showed Billy Joel with blonde hair since it was
That's
the 80s.
bullshit. Hold the fuck up. Give me a minute.
It was just forgot that Billy Joe Armstrong and Billy Joel. When I was younger, I used to get Billy Joe Armstrong, Billy Joel, and Haley Joel Osment confused. Like, those 3 were just, I got those confused.
Wowza.
All right, gamers. I'm going to put my earbuds back in so I can hear your moans of confusion as to what the fuck I'm actually doing.
Confusion.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you know this about me, but I casually collect Billy Joel CDs. I almost have his entire discography.
You know she's not talking about Billy Joel on purpose, right?
Fuck.
She meant Billy Joe
I just
Armstrong.
assumed she meant Billy Joel because
No,
Because
that's why
it's
it's
the
so
80s.
funny. She's wearing a Green Day shirt.
Are you telling me I got
And
my
she-
copy of Glass Houses, The Nylon Curtain, Innocent Man, The Bridge? I didn't even know The Bridge existed. The Co-op concert and Stormfront out for nothing.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the thing about collecting these. Like, I don't want to be like I haven't even listened to them. I just keep them around. But I didn't know I owned a copy of The Bridge until 5 seconds ago. What's on The Bridge?
I mean, I know he's listened to some of
Running
them
on
because,
Ice,
you
This
know,
Is
I
the
was
Time,
there when he
Wonder
listened
This
to
is a
them.
good album. Big Man of Mulberry Street's on here.
We've got a lot left, yo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that's why I want to get it rocking.
Black Congress shoes and black baggy pants. He walked in all sexually like Gerard Way in the video for I Don't 3 You Like I did yesterday. And you could see a black tear on his face like the women in that video.
Grimio, give me a voice for mysterious Billy Joel shirt guy.
Hey, he said all quietly and gothically.
Who the fuck is that?
I asked angrily because I did not know him,
Oh no. This is Hedwig.
said Volksamort.
He used to be an X-Black tier X2, but he had to drop out because he broke his arm.
Hey, Hedwig.
I said seductively, even though I was not trying to be.
Hello. Hi, Annabelle.
He answered, but then he ran away because he had hair of magical creature. He was humming Welcome to the Black Parade under his breath.
I know that's not the 80s, but pretend it is, okay?
Bye.
I said all sexily.
That was Hedwig. He used to be my boyfriend, but we broke up.
Satan said sadly, looking at his black nails.
Oh my fucking god, I can get you back together.
I said, fingering something I didn't know was in my pocket. A black cute is what we aim for, Cydio iPod that I could take videos with.
Does no one else know about them? They kick ass.
Okay, you can forget about your class for now, Hedwig. I'm going to show you something great.
I led them to the Great Hall.
Come on, you guys.
Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all into Great Hall. Lucian wouldn't talk with James because he had tried to shoot him.
Yep, valid, reasonable. Yeah, that's a good reason not to talk to somebody. Sarah, you can be whoever he is.
Go fuck yourself, you fucking douche.
He shouted at him.
Draco is never going to be friends with Vampire now.
Evan, give me a snap.
Y'all, go fuck yourself, Samuro.
Snape agreed, but I knew he was lying because it had been his fault James had almost shot Lucian.
Be quiet, you guys.
I said sexily. My plan was working out great. Now I could make Voldemort good without doing it with him. Now Vampire's dead but never die. And
Okay, Satan and Hedwig, you guys can start making out.
I said, and I started to film them with the iPod.
Cool.
Said Sirius as Voldemort and Hedwig started to make out sexily. We watched as they started to take each other's clothes off sexily. Tomorrow, Sirius, Snake, and Lucian all watched because they were probably bi. I knew Snape was bi,
Oh my fucking god, Voldemort.
screamed Hedwig as his Glock touched Voldemort's. But suddenly everything stopped as the door opened and in came Dumbledore and Mr. Norris.
Chapter 42, The Black Parade.
OMG, the new book is coming out really soon and I can't wait. I think that Snap will be really the same person as Voldemort because they are both out. So that will explain why he killed Dumbledore and he hated Harry. And then Harry will leave to commit suicide, so Voldemort will die because he will really be a Horcrux. Oh my god, that's kind of right.
Damn, she sniped that bitch, didn't she?
That's kind of right.
Dude, man's already
Oh my
a
God.
sniper. Damn, the Hawkeye in this bitch.
OMG, I hope Draco and Harry get together. That will be so smexy, won't it? If they don't, then JKR is homophobic.
No,
Again,
I wouldn't say
kind of right.
I wouldn't say she's homophobic. I'd say she has very outdated ideas on homosexuality. She's transphobic and
Okay,
mostly
good,
racist
good.
and like all that shit. I would say that she's just got like the wine ant view on homosexuality, where it's like, aren't we all a little bi? You know, so like it's bad, but I wouldn't say actively, homophobic, because that's how it's spelled in the author's note, by the way. Homophobic, which I think is
Thanks for all the help with facts, Medusa. You rock.
Medusa.
Oh my gosh. Can we just kind of fuck Medusa, whatever? I'm more focused on the fact that Ebony kind of got the ending of Harry Potter right,
she
you
kinda
guys.
sniped the end of Harry Potter. Like, good
It's
shit.
not well written.
For somebody who said that she didn't read the books originally, she kind of sniped the ending there.
I sat depressedly in Dumbledore's office with Hedwig, Satan, James, Sirius, Snap, and Lucian. Dumbledore was sitting in front of us cruelly. He looked more young than he did in the future. Yes, that's how aging works. He had taken the iPod away and was now listening to a shitty Avril Lavigne song. Why'd you have it on there then? I'm gonna stop doing meta commentary. What?
Please.
Who? Oh yeah, Grumio, you do a good Dumbledore.
What the hell is this, anyway?
He cackled meanly. I hope he didn't find out that I was from another time. Evan, take Satan again.
Whatever you do, don't blame Ebony, you jerk.
Sarah, take Sirius.
Yeah, seriously, she was trying to get Satan and Hedwig back together.
Sirius said deviantly.
Be quiet, you Satanists.
Dumbledore cockled.
If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Azkaban. That will teach you to copulate in the Great Hall.
He changed the song on the iPod to an in-sync song. Suddenly, I noticed something strong about the iPod. It was slowly changing. Dumbledore didn't notice.
You fucking poser.
I muttoned. Grumio, take James.
I bet you've never heard of GC.
James said. Now I knew what the iPod was changing into. Morty McFly's Tim machine. Evan, take Draco's dad.
Shut up, Jones!
Sarah, you had Sirius, right?
I can't remember.
So you can take Snake.
Okay. Yeah, shut up.
Snape said preppily. And then
No, you shut up, Dumbledore.
said Tom. Because we're doing that now. Grumio,
I've had enough of you Satanists in my school.
shouted Dumbledore spuriously. Suddenly, I grabbed the iPod from him.
Everyone, jump in before it's too late.
I jumped into it, but only one other person jumped in. It was Satan,
You dunderhead.
screamed Dumbledore wisely as we went. I looked around. I was in the Slytherin common room with Satan. I was wearing a black plaid miniskirt with hot pink fishnets, a sexy black MCR corset, and black stiletto boots with pink pentagrams on them. My earrings were Blake Satanist sins, and my raven hair was all around me to my mid-black.
Hey, cool. Where is this?
He asked in an emo voice.
This is the future. Dumbledore's iPad that he tried to take away from me was really also a Tim machine.
I told him.
Cool. What's an eye patch?
He whimpered. That wasn't a whimper.
No, but it's how I'm going to do the line.
It's something you use to listen to music.
I yacked.
OMFG cool. Wait, what's a 4-letter word for dirt?
What? What? Is it dirt's a 4-letter word for dirt? Dirt is already this word you're looking for. He asked in his sexa voice.
I guess sand?
I said confusedly.
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure you were still the same person.
Suddenly, some of my friends walked in. Sarah, you get Ginny,
OMG, you're fucking alive?
said Ginny, wearing a black leather jacket, black baggy pants, and a gothic black from first to last t-shirt. I explained to her why I was alive. Grumia, you get Willow,
Konnichiwa, batch.
said Willow. She was wearing a black corset showing off her boobs with lace all around it and red stripes on it. With it, she was wearing a black leather miniskirt, big black boots, white foundation, black eyeliner, red shadow, and black lipstick. Evan, you can take Diabolo,
Oh, fuck. What do I do? Hey, motherfucker.
said Diabolo with his red hair. He was wearing a black Panic at the Disco t-shirt and black baggy pants. Sarah, back to you. Get Bloody Mary here.
Ebony.
Bloody Mary questioned as she walked in wearing a black t-shirt with a red pentagram on it with lace at the bottom, red leather pants with black lace and black stilettos.
Oh, it's Satan.
I told her, and she nodded, knowing the truth. Suddenly, Satan started to cry.
Are you okay, Satan?
We asked concernedly.
OMFG, you're from the future. What if you don't like me anymore? Because we're from different times.
He asked.
No, I still like you.
I said sexily to him.
Okay.
He said reassuredly. I let him listen to two teenagers by MCR on my iPod while I was about to go outside to find some things. I gave Diabolo a signal to keep Satan occupied. Satan fell asleep. I took the iPod. I was about to walk outside, so Professor Sinister ran in. She was wearing a gothic black mini dress with depressing black stripes, white and black striped tights, and red Converse shoes. She was wearing lots of black eyeliner.
Grumio, you can take. Oh, nope, that's me. That's fucking Jesus Christ.
Oh my fucking god, where's Draco? How did Snap get back here? I was told he was in... Wait, what? Azerbaijan? Fucking shit, man.
Wait, do you mean Azerbaijan, the nation and former Soviet republic, bounded by the Caspian Sea and Caucasus Mountains, which span Asia and Europe?
Yeah,
The capital of which is Baku, and it is famed for its medieval walled inner city. Within the inner city lies the palace of the Frederic, a royal retreat dating back to the 15th century. Stone maiden tower, which dominates the city skyline. That Azerbaijan?
No, it's probably a misspelling of Azkaban.
Oh yeah, I know it is, but like I'm just reading what comes up when you Google Azerbaijan.
I asked sadly.
Travelry.
Ebony, I was so worried about you, but I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. Alright? So Snape came back because that girl, Brittany, freed him. Never liked her. She was a bad student.
Travelry said reassuringly.
That bitch! Did she also free Hagrid and Lupin?
I shouted angrily. I hated Brittany because she was a fucking prep.
Yes, they are on the loose at this school. Dumbledore is back. Cornelia is on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in their conman room.
Travelry said worriedly.
Okay, but where's Draco? How come he was doing it with Snap?
I don't know why, but I know he almost tried to do bad stuff. After he saw you almost do bad stuff.
She said.
Oh my god, that's terrible!
I gasped. Satan was still asleep, so he couldn't tell everyone what was going on. Then I said,
Listen, everyone, I have something impotent to do. In here, everyone stay.
With that, I ran out.
Good luck, Tara!
Good luck, Tara!
Everyone cried. I ran sexily down the stairs into the great hall where the portraits almost around looked at me scaredly. There was hardly anyone else in the stairs, and there was an atmosphere of horror. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing on the stairs. She was wearing a slutty pink shirt with flowers on it, a blue jean skirt Abercrombie, and pink stilettos. She looked just like a pentagram of one of those fucking preps, Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan.
You fucking bitch!
I shouted angrily.
Sarah, you can take Brittany. I am inspired to see what voice you got here.
No, you're totally a bitch. Now Voldemort will, totally kill you.
She laughed.
Crucius!
I shouted selectively, pontificating my black wand, and she started screaming because she was being tortured, and I laughed sadistically.
Please.
Brittany screamed terrifiedly. I put up my middle finger at her. In her hand, I saw the video camera Snape and Lumpin had used to take the video of me. I put the tape of Voldemort doing it with Hedwig onto it. Then I continued to run down the stairs with the camera. When I had reached the Great Hall, I saw Vampire Potter.
OMG, Vampira!
I yielded. We hugged each other happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. Around them were black eyeliner and eyeshadow. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, leather pants, a Panic at the Disco concert shirt, and his black Congress shoes. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever.
Did you hear that song, The River? It rocks.
Evan, you got a vampire here.
I was so worried you died.
Moaned Vampire.
I know, but I'm a vampire, lol. When I woke up, I was back in 1980. So anyway, I brought Voldemort from when he was young with me.
Oh, where's Draco? I guess in a new paragraph.
I asked spuriously.
Draco, you mean that fucking poser who betrayed you?
Vampire snarkled with anger in his sexy voice.
I know, but we have to find him.
I said, smarty.
I'll do it then,
Harry said angstily.
Okay.
I agreed. Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out. And then, the dork mark appeared.
Oh my fucking Satan,
Harry shouted.
I think Voldemort has arrived.
I said anxiously.
Fuck! I have to find Draco. I guess we should separate.
Okay.
Vampire said, deapparating. Sadly, I ran into the Great Hall.
All right, we're in chapter 43.
I think after this I will have about 2 or 3 more chapters. Thanks to all my reviewers, not the flamers. If you flamed this story, then you suck. If you flamed, then fuck you.
I walked sexily into the great hall. It was empty except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in the deadly bloom in his black 666 t-shirt and his baggy black pants. He had painted his wrists. I felt mad at him for having sex with Snape, but I felt sorry for him. He looked just like Gerard Way with his red eyes and his pale white face.
Draco, are you okay?
I asked.
Grumio, give me a Draco.
I'm not okay.
I thought of the MCR song and got even more depressed because that song always makes me cry. I gave him a pot cigarette, and he started to smoke it.
Oh, Draco, why did you do it with that fucking bastard? Snape.
I asked tearfully. Draco began to say, but suddenly Lupin and Mr. Norris apparated into the room. They didn't see us.
Grumio, give me Lupin.
I'm so glad me and Snape were freed,
said Lupin.
Sarah, give me Mr. Norris.
Damn. This job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking student.
Mr. Norris agreed.
Papadellum.
I yielded angrily, pointing my wand at them.
No.
Lupin shouted as chains came on him. Mr. Norris ran away.
You fucking perv.
I said, laughing with depths of evil and depressedness in my voice.
Now you have to tell us where Voldemort is going, or I'm going to torture you.
I don't know where he is,
said Lupin. Suddenly, Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really.
Evan, you give me a vampire.
Oh my Satan, we were so worried about you guys.
Vampire said. I looked sexily at Draco with his gothic red eyes with contacts. Black t-shirt that says 666 on it and pale skin like Gerard Way. Vampire with his sexy black hair and red eyes just like Frank Iroh, and Satan, who looked just like Brandon Urie then. I selectively took the caramel from my pocket. And then, I began Frenching Draco sexily. Lupin gasped. Draco began to take off all his clothes, and I could see his white sex pack. And then Vampire took his own clothes off too. We all began making out together sexily. I took off my black leather bra, my black lace thong, and the rest of my clothes. Everyone took their Glocks out, except for me. I am a girl, lol.
Oh, girls can have Glocks too. What? Fuck you, bitch.
Oh, my Satan, Draco.
I screamed as he put his hardness in my thingy. Then he did the same thing to Harry. I began making out with Satan and he joined in.
Oh, am I Satan?
Cried Vampire.
Oh, vampire, vampire.
I screamed.
Oh, Satan!
Yelled Harry in pleasure. Lupin watched in shock. We took turns doing torture curses on him because we were all sadists. Suddenly, a big black car that said 666 on the license plate flew straight through the windows, and Snap was in it.
Chapter 44. God bless us, this is the last chapter.
Well, I have nothing to say, but for everyone stop glamming, okay? If any gothic people are reading this, then you rock. OMG, I still can't wait for the movie. Tom Fletton is so hot, I hope Harry will become gothic, because my friend told me he is really in this. This is Half-Blood Prince. Oh my god.
I'm down for that. I mean, that's...
OMFG, I'm leaving W pretty soon. Can't wait. This will probably be the last chapter until I come back. That's actually kind of sad, like a foreshadowing way.
Yeah. Why am I emotionally attached to this terrible fanfiction? I don't know. All right, we'll start off on a hot note here. Grumio, give me Draco.
That's my car.
Shooted Draco angrily, but suddenly it was Reeve-eyed who was in the car. Snape.
Evan, give me Snape.
I shall free you, Lupin, but first you must help me kill these idiotic dunderheads.
He said cruelly from the car as it flew, circumcising above us.
Ebony Darkness, the mental raven way must be killed. Then the Dark Lords will never die.
You fucking prep.
Yelled Draco. Then he looked at me sadly.
I forgot to tell you, Ebony. Snape made me do it. I didn't really have sex him, but he's a robust.
We all put on our clothes quickly except Satan. We were so scarred, but Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into a man with gren eyes, no nose, a gray robe, and white skin. He had changed into Voldemort.
I knew who you were all along.
He cackled evilly and sarcastically at me.
Now I shall kill thee all.
Thunder came into room.
Sarah, give me vampire. And everybody else.
Please don't kill us.
Pleaded vampire. Suddenly Willow, Bloody Mary, Diabolo, Ginny, Dracula, Fred and Gorge, Hagrid,
McGonagall spelled correctly.
Oh my god.
Dumbledore, Sirius, and Lucian all ran in.
Everyone is here.
Grumio, give me Dumbledore.
What is the meaning of this?
Dumbledore asked all angrily, and Voldemort looked away.
Because Dumbledore is the only wizard he is scared of.
He did a spell, and suddenly his broomstick came to him sexily. Voldemort flew above the roof evilly on his broomstick.
Sarah, give me a Slugborn here.
Oh my god.
Slugborn gasped.
Get it? Because I'm gothic.
I think that actually might be the last time I have to say those words.
Sarah, we kind of shouted you a little bit here. You give me a Snape as well.
The Dark Lord shall kill all of you. Then you must submit to him.
Evan, give me a Sirius.
You fucking preppy fags.
Sirius shouted angrily.
Sarah, give me Harry.
I know a 4-letter word for dirt. Cruciacious.
That's actually that's funny in kind of like a dark place kind of way.
That's just funny, straight up. Like, I don't know what you mean. That's just straight up funny.
What it means is you need to watch Dark Place.
I know a 4-letter word, Dag. Cruciatus.
Screamed Harry, but the sparks from his wand only hit Draco's car. It fell down, Snap quickly crawled out of it and picked up the Cydio camera.
Oh my fucking god!
I cried because the video of me in the bathroom, the video of me dong it with Draco, and the video of Satan doing it with... No, that's just where the sentence ends.
Who was doing Snape? Keep doing Snape. Sarah, that was you.
If you kill me, then these videos will be shown to everyone in the skull. Then you can be just like that gothic girl, Paris Hilton.
He laughed meanly.
No!
I screamed.
FYI, I have a picture of you doing it with Lupin.
Grumio, give me a Lupin.
What's she talking about?
Lupin slurped as he sat in chains.
Sarah, this is you.
So, too, she's gonna show everyone the picture.
Harry shouted angrily.
Shut up.
Lumpkin roared.
Foolish ignoramuses.
Yielded Voldemort from his broomstick.
Thou shall all die soon.
I gotta give him my all because it's like my last like 2 lines.
Sarah.
Think again, you fucking muggle poser.
Harry yelled, and then he and Diabolo and Navel both took out black guns. But Voldemort took out his own one.
You guys are in a Latin standoff.
I shouted desperately.
Echo Neville's wand.
Cried Voldemort, and suddenly Neville's wind was in his hands.
Now I shall kill thee all, and Ebony, you will die.
He made lighting come over all to place.
Save us, Ebony.
Dumbledore cried. I cried sexily. I just wanted to go to the common room and paint my wrists with my friends while we watched Shark Attack 3 and Saw 2 and do it with Draco. But I knew I had to do something more impotent.
Hold on, we're getting up for this one. We're like Kenobi screaming this one, so if my audio clips, let me know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Casey, it's definitely past your quiet hours.
I do not care. This is worth it.
Abracadabra!
I shooted.
And scene.
That's why I did it. I had to end on a bang of me standing.
It sounded like Toad. It sounded like me doing my Toad voice.
That's kind of what the goal was.
That's My Immortal. Remember when that was just going to be a 3-episode thing?
Fuck.
Wow.
This was supposed to be out by Christmas.
Yeah, we were supposed to have this wrapped by the new year. It is the middle of February when this comes out.
Fuck. Oh, wait a second. It snowed again while I was doing this?
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking notice.
It
Holy
snowed.
shit, I just looked outside and it was just fucking snowing. Or like more accurately done snowing already again.
Fucking hell.
This means that I've been here for like a third of your entire podcast.
I mean, yeah.
That's true.
This is
Thank
Evan,
you for your
wanna come on
service.
as a permanent host.
no.
No, we can't do 4 people is a lot of people on one podcast.
Yes. And once again, Grumio, we very much appreciate your contributions here. You are invaluable, and we do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a lot of fun having you, man. Like I've said that I've said this to you like in real life and over texts and shit, but like it's been really fun to just like do this with you.
I mean, I'm enjoying. I enjoyed listening to you guys. So, let alone being involved with it. So, yeah.
We'll have you on again at some point. I'm positive of it.
Y'all are pretty neat. I'll say that.
You're pretty damn neat too, bro.
I'll go that far. Oh, high praise.
All right. Now that has been all. I'd like to thank, once again, my fellow hosts, Evan.
Hey. How you doing?
Sarah.
Hey, get it? Because I'm gothic.
And once again, a big special thanks to our guest, Grumio.
I wish I had some clever quip, but I'm too tired. So I'll just say, feel free to flame this episode in the comments on YouTube. Because we deserve it, frankly.
Yeah. For taking so long to come out. And I'd like to thank Tara Gillesbie. No one knows who she is. But she has provided us with hours of fun, Panamon circuses and pain.
I hope that she's doing better now.
Yeah. I hope that wherever she is.
I hope so. Well, this has been a wild ride. Special thanks to all who have listened. I know that there have been a couple people that have started listening to this specifically because of this series here.
Who?
And I've got a couple friends that have been like, listen to this shit. We did this horrible, fucked up fan fiction. And they've been like, oh, I'll listen to it.
Huh.
Yeah. But I'd like to end it with the what I figured would have been a more appropriate ending had we finished our run on time. A Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
The show is recorded by myself, Casey, and Sarah, and edited by me, Evan. As always, our intro music is Superbuck 2 by Estradasphere, and for this arc, the outro music is Born on Halloween by Blue Magic. Have a good night.